Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Mannheim. Seems like I actually haven't really been buying up vehicles probably over the last month. And here we are. Actually, I want to show you guys something. So I was the highest bidder on this A4 right here. I think it's a 2018-2019. It has 97,000 miles. And I was the highest bidder at 16 grand. And it's been here a while. Ask me how I know. Right there. These two have also been here for a while. I was going to bid on them, but I missed them. But the seller wants 19.8 for it. So question to you, wonderful viewers, is it worth it? What would you pay for an Audi like that? And it's the Premium Plus, so as far as I know, it's, you know, top of the line. It does have a fault code. The front passenger turn signal doesn't work, and it says like adaptive system is malfunctioning. This truck looks nice. What year is it? 2012, 165,000 miles, diesel, clearly. I think these are American Force wheels. Yep, but it's a little bit rough around the edges. And oh, look at that power. So I mean, everything more or less custom, but it looks kind of tacky in my opinion. 25K, it got no bids. I mean, these are massive tires. I think this wheel and tire setup is probably closer to 10 grand. Let's see what else. Well, I bought two cars. And actually, I already see one of them. And then I was the highest bidder on this, I believe. For 11 grand, they want 12 grand. I told them I'm not gonna go up. So we'll see if they give it to me for 11. Looks like they scraped it, or scraped off the sticker. But this one has, I think, 200,000 miles, but it's 4x4. And I drove it, it runs really great mechanically. There's no funny sounds, it shifts good, and I mean, it's a Toyota, so again, what do you guys think? For 11 grand, worth it? Now, let's see what I actually bought. So this Ford Focus in front of me is the first purchase, and then somewhere back there is a Ford Econoline van. So I actually think this was a pretty good purchase. I think I paid maybe 3,500 bucks for it after fees, but it looks like tires are pretty new. And it's pretty clean, but it's kind of a base model. So let's actually see if it will start. When I came here to preview vehicles, this one was not here yet. So this one I did not drive, I did not inspect, but I did bid on it in person, so I did see it go through, and it sounded very, very healthy. It looked pretty clean, like outside and inside. And mileage isn't too bad, and I figured, you know, if I hold on to it even for a month, soon people or teenagers are gonna be going back to school and whatnot. And everyone's looking for cheaper cars, you know, so if I could sell this thing for 5 grand, make my 1,500 bucks, I'm gonna be happy with it. And by the looks of it, it does not need a detail. Looks like it's already been cleaned up for me. There's no stains, no funny smells. So this one seems like you know, take pictures and list it for sale. Aside from that, this maybe it's broken, or I'll have to figure that one out. But actually, that's why I bid on this car, because it looked really nice, it looked really clean, and it didn't look like it needed any work. So $3,400 or so, and I have a Ford Focus. So let me pull it out, get it out of the parking lot here. Here's the green machine. So I'm gonna leave it here, and we're gonna go find the Econoline van. And then I think take one of the cars to the lot, then take the other one, and go from there. As I am walking to the other Ford, I'm trying to see if it's still here. I bid on a very, very special car yesterday. At least very special to me. It was a 2014 or 2015 Mercedes E63S AMG. From the factory, That car makes a little over 550 horsepower, like actually the S probably makes around 590. But what makes it very special, it was Rentec tuned. And it had the front like bumper, Rentec, spoiler, diffuser. I don't know if it had the exhaust, but it had the whole carbon fiber engine bay, intakes and everything else. And I got outbid by $250, guys. $250. It went for, I think, $39,250. MMR on that car was, I think, 37 grand. But considering, I mean, most vehicles go over MMR, but considering that it's Rentec tuned, honestly, slight regrets for not buying it. But it is what it is. Here's what I have. So I bought a cargo van. E-Series. Looks like we got warning light. Vehicle height is 8'8". So this is a vehicle I did not preview, but I did see it go through, and I was like, hey, the price is actually really good on this thing. Let me buy it. And I did. So it actually looks like it was part of the Verizon fleet. And I know a lot of these telecommunication companies use these vans because, well, it makes sense for them to use it. Let me actually clear the trip just to see how far I drive this thing. So this is kind of a special van though. And what's special about it is it runs on CNG, compressed natural gas. This is not a gasoline vehicle. From my understanding, this is essentially what you use in your like gas range at home and whatnot. And we have a few gas stations around the area that will fill it up with CNG. And I paid $6,400 for this van. It's a 2010 with 70,706 miles. With a gasoline engine, as a dealer, it books for $16,000. So getting it 10 grand under, I think no brainer. Like some business will pick it up, even like a smaller business or whatnot. Because look, I have the rack on here. I have all the drawers back there. Like it's not a gutted van. This is almost, you know, just put your tools in here and kick off your business. Maybe make a few minor modifications. But this thing sounded super healthy, and I bid on it. And I got it. So here we are, and so far it seems like it's running really well. I'm not noticing any issues, no, you know, transmission jerkiness or whatnot. It's very smooth. And I have a quarter tank of NCG left, so I think I'm gonna take it to the lot depending on how much time we have. Actually, I might have time to fill it up. We'll see. But let's get it out of the gate right now. Okay, got the van pulled out, and it looks like this thing was also detailed. I mean, at least judging by the floor, some stains here, but maybe those will not come out. But just a quick look, and we have everything. It looks like a ladder thing, whatever that thing is up there. It might look really dumb right now, but that's not my field. So there's stuff on it. That's all I know. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there. I'm walking back to the Ford Focus. We'll take that to the lot, take a quick look at it, and then come back and pick this thing up and more or less do the same thing. We'll see how we're doing on time. No, I won't make it. I was gonna say I have an hour until I need to be back home. Well, 57 minutes, I won't make it. So we'll probably take the Focus to the lot, take the Econoline to the lot, and then pause the video and resume when we could fill it up. Here we are at the Focus. I mean, honestly, I don't even need to take it through the car wash. So this is the only thing. And either it got broken recently or I missed it yesterday. Left Mannheim, and a little over half a mile away. It runs great. It's a Focus. It's exactly what you would expect from a Focus. And I have done so many of these over the years that I know them pretty well. I mean, this is a base model, manual mirrors, manual windows. It doesn't have power locks. I mean, it's like the base model. But honestly, there are buyers like that out there that just want something simple that doesn't have a lot of electronics, because they think it's gonna break, you know, things go out, window motors, regulators and whatnot, and they don't want to deal with it. So this Focus will find a buyer, it will find a home, and I mean, mechanically seems like it runs great. So I'm gonna take it to the lot, do a quick walk around, and go back, pick up the commercial Econoline van. There's the Focus, made it with no issues, no fog lights, but honestly, this is a photograph, take off the stickers, and sell type of car. Well, actually, this is broken right here, so I will need to get a new one. But at least mechanically, by the looks of it, there's no work that needs to be done. So let's go get the Econoline van.
A few moments later.
Well, sweet pickles, guys. We are back in the Ford van. So let's take this thing back to the lot. So first impressions, very noisy, very loud. I'm sure some of that will go away once you have tools in there, more or less like more weight down on the shelves, but not right now. But it seems like it's shifting perfectly fine, no issues. The only light I see is a TPMS light, which is not a big deal. Brakes work good, transmission seems to be perfect. Let's get this thing back to the lot.
A few minutes later.
So I've done nearly 4 miles away from Mannheim. It runs great. The only thing is, it seems like the computer is tripping out about like something with the transmission, in the sense of like it drives totally fine, it gets up to speed, no issues, and then you let go of the gas and it'll wait a few seconds and then it'll like downshift. But it doesn't downshift all the time, in the sense of like from third to second to first gear. It just does it one gear, and so it just downshifts a little bit. You feel like a very subtle nudge, RPMs jump up just a little bit, and then it's good. And then once you accelerate, it'll, you know, go up to a higher speed, and then it'll shift into another gear. So either it's a software thing, or there could be a problem with the transmission. But I've done up to like 55 miles per hour. Clearly transmission is working, but maybe not at 100%, so we'll see. The van made it back, runs pretty good. I think I will want to do a transmission flush on it and see if that changes anything. I feel like that's a pretty minor expense to maybe try to figure out that minor hiccup that it's having, but we are kind of running out of time. So yeah, so I'm gonna put the keys away, lock everything up, and head out. So we're gonna pause it here and resume in a day or two and kind of go through those purchases a little bit more in detail.